Hey, what's up? We are at Black Men Excel, and I am out here with the amazing, incredibly talented Robert Townsend. He just got off stage with Alfred Edmonds and had so many incredible things to talk about. But one thing that I want to talk about, being the tech editor for Black Enterprise, is technology and the way that it's currently disrupting the entertainment industry, specifically filmmaking. So let's get into that a little bit. Tell me more about how you're utilizing tech to kind of transition from the traditional filmmaking process to now.
Well, I mean, I think everything is different now because of technology. I mean, the cameras are different, the editing systems are different. You can edit on your phone. With social media now, if you've got a product and you want to get the message out, you can do it in a second. So everything is so different, but it's really about harnessing that technology and figuring it out. And I think that's where it's a learning curve for everybody, because we have all these new tools and toys of technology, but then it's like, how do you incorporate them into your business model? And that's what we're all doing. You know, that's what I'm doing now, and I'm learning more every day.
Beautiful. And you spoke a little bit about kind of how the images of what you put out affect our community. So I want to dive into your development process. You said you have a couple of shows that you're currently developing.
Yes.
Tell me about how you're kind of repositioning that narrative and creating a new storyline for Black people.
Well, you know, the thing for me is that when I create, it starts with what comes to you. And all the stories, I don't know, it's just like the gift as an artist. Like when stuff comes to you, it just speaks to you and says, this is what you should talk about. And to me, with real artists, they see a lane that nobody else sees. So the stories that I'm telling, it fits into the narrative of where we are with everything going on, and it's unique. The first thing for me as an artist is this story unique? Have we seen it on television before or in the movies before? So that's where I start. So the stuff that I'm creating is really different, but it will make you think, it will make you laugh, it'll make you cry, you know, and that's kind of how I create.
Beautiful. And you said, you know, we're repositioning that narrative currently in front of the camera. What about behind the camera with content creators? We're not seeing too many Black people adopting the VRs, the ARs of the world. So what advice do you have in terms of actually getting into the technology side of filmmaking?
Well, you know, the only thing that I would say is that, no, there's a whole new generation that is coming of people of color. So I would, disagree, because I think there's a lot of young soldiers now. More people have picked up cameras than ever before, because now everybody's used to talking to the camera on social media, and I'm gonna do my Snapchat or I'm gonna do my Facebook Live. So everybody's now really used to performing. And the only thing that I would add is that now it's going to be the quality. So will it be really the best web series? Will it be a better movie? Is the music video that much more? Because now we're used to a certain level of quality.
Yeah, and that I agree with. But what about like virtual reality or augmented reality, like that next level of tech?
There's a generation of techies of color that are looking at that. I mean, guys tweet me all the time, I'm working on this VR project, I'm working on that. So we might not know their names yet, but there's a slew of people out there ready to do that.
Beautiful. And what advice would you give to content creators currently who are coming up, like the woman inside who said her son, you know, could go to film school? Would you give that advice to content creators, or would you just say, get your camera out and start creating?
Well, I think there's something to be said about learning technique and how it works. It's kind of like, you know, being a basketball player. You got to learn how to dribble first, and then it's a bounce pass, and it's an over-the-head pass, and then you work your way to slam dunking. And so rather than say, well, I can learn all this on my own, and when you're around other people, it helps. Sometimes it's kind of lonely being in a vacuum by yourself. Like today, there's all these people in the room. Why not network? Why not find somebody that says, oh, I know about this, and I know about this, and I know about that, I know about this, and it just only helps. So I encourage, you know, going to film school, because you're going to learn more and more and more.
Beautiful. Well, thank you so much. We don't want to take up too much more of your time. It's been amazing having you at Black Men Excel, and we look forward to everything you have coming out in the future.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. And Black Men Excel.